Good morning. We've arrived at the start of Royston Runners Harvest Trail Half Marathon. It's meant to be 13.5 miles. It's got some big hills. In fact, I can see one off in the distance right now. It's a lovely sunny morning. The weather this afternoon is meant to be torrential rain. So there's an incentive to get this run done. Should just about avoid the rain if the weather forecast is true and if time goes well. So anyway, there's the start line. Time to go and get a number, and then sadly I need to go and do about 4.5 miles before the start of the race, just to round up my running total for this long run. Should be 18 miles with a bit of luck. Anyway, let's go and get registered, and then we'll head out around the streets of Royston to go and top up some mileage. Alright, so let's talk about the Harvest Trail Marathon then. Oh, half marathon. It's not an event I know well, to be fair. I think it's been running for a number of years. It's organised by Royston Runners, one of the local running clubs, and they put on excellent events. But to be fair, I generally do bunting for 10. I've done that so many times I can't count, and that's between Christmas and New Year each year. And then it was Julian running commentary. I'll put a link in the description. Put a video up about this race a year or two ago, and I just don't know why it wasn't something that I was aware of. So it's 13.5 miles, predominantly off-road. One thing, I don't know Royston very well, but one thing I do know is as you drive through Royston, on the right hand side is a huge hill. It's part of Royston Heath. I've got a funny feeling we're going up that today. So it's going to be a bit lumpy. It's going to take us over to the villages of Thetford and Kelshaw, and I know they're lumpy areas, mainly from cycling days, to be fair. I don't really know the area that well. When I was cycling, I used to just focus on the wheel in front of me and trying to hold on to it for as long as possible, so I didn't take in much of the scenery. I'm not racing it today, very much a training run for me, so we'll be watching heart rate. We'll be trying to take on the hills, and maybe about 210, 215 if we're really lucky. If that drifts out to 220, 225, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it.
You're already disqualified. Hello and welcome to what we believe to be the 19th running of the Charles Davis Harvest Trail in its current form. Returning runners will know that the original version was a self-guided 10-miler, no marshal signs or water stations, just a bit of paper and some goodwill. Even though this version is a little kinder, it is still a trail race, and there are roots, ditches, mud, loose gravel, rabbit holes, ruts, descent, slippery chalk, brambles, stingers, adverse cambers, low-hanging branches, puddles, slippy bridges, at least 2, one pond, ploughed fields, and last but not least, Cardiac Hill and the Murder Step.
Right, so we're 5k in. Been a lovely start, if a little bit up and down. Doing a good job of keeping the heart rate down. But you know, on a course map, when the race organiser points out steep incline, well, I think that's what we're just coming to now. I think it's Cardiac Hill. It's what it's known as locally. I'm trying to work out whether to run it or walk it. No idea how long Cardiac Hill is, but I ran quite a significant portion there, but now I'm resigned to walking. I think hopefully this might be the top, and actually should have kept going. Never mind, that's opened the hearts up and got the legs burning. Thank you. Don't know if you can hear the bells, but thanks to Julian's video from a couple of years back, I know that those bells are about 300 years old. Perfect timing by me. I obviously ran really slowly up those hills just to time it to perfection with the church bells, so there you go. Clock's over 10k, feeling quite good actually, considering that's about 10 miles in the bank. So 10k done, we're just about halfway through this half marathon, working on it being 13.5 miles. It's a bit lonely, there's not many people around me. There is someone running, I reckon they're about 2 minutes ahead of me, so when there's a nice long straight bit I do see them, but other than that I haven't looked behind that much, but I don't think anyone's behind me. There's not anyone in front, but it's a lovely course. Having fun and running well. Just concentrating on keeping that heart rate low. So I think I'm probably at 2:25 today. Let's see what happens. I'm not worried about the time. It's all about the training miles. Alright, clock's over 10.5 miles. I was going to stop and talk to camera at 10 miles, but the underfoot was a bit rocky. Didn't fancy falling flat on my face, albeit it might have been good for views. And then we've just come across a ploughed field that was quite easy. So I'm working on, we've got less than 3 miles to go of this. And then I'm trying to do the maths. I reckon I've got about a mile, 3/4 of a mile left for the 18. So not feeling quite as strong as I was 2 or 3 miles ago when I last talked to camera. Legs are starting to feel the pace now, starting to feel those hills, but we're still doing well with the heart rate, still keeping it under control. We're probably doing about 11:30s given the terrain and the hills, etc. Did feel for a while like it was mainly just going uphill. There's a long up flat that just never seemed to end. But anyway, let's go and crack out this last 5k, get to that finish line. So we're in the last mile. I'm struggling now, there's quite a bit of walking going on. It's very undulating up and down all the time. Not much to go, I need to get running really. I've no idea if there's any more ups, we feel quite high up. I can't believe you can go up any further than this. It's a bit soul destroying, they have shown you the finish. Made it look about half a mile away. And then taking you on a right turn away from it all, so. Thank you very much.
You are more than welcome. Glad you enjoyed it.
Perfect, thank you.
Super, take care. Great work, mate.
Thank you all, cheers.
My legs didn't work. You lost braces, I didn't work. So lucky it was around.
That's Royston runners, Harvest Trail half marathon done. If you think I'm doing another mile to make this up to 18, you're joking. It's not going to happen. I'm going to assume the hills added on more than enough for that extra mile. Also, the cakes were too good to resist, so a brownie. I don't know about anyone else though, I can never eat straight after running, so struggling to get this down me, but I'll make it. Thank you everyone involved at Royston Runners for making the event happen. Excellent local little race, nice and cheap. I seem to remember, I can't remember what I paid, but really insignificant in compared to some prices you get these days for road marathons. So excellent event, brilliant for if you're doing some hill training. Can highly recommend it for that. Not sure I can recommend it for a fast time, but be interesting to see what the winners do it in today. I'm sure there'll be some speedy people out there on that course today, but all right, that's me. Time to rest up and recover, get back to normal training. Another 18 mile is planned for next week. Unfortunately, it'll be a standalone. It'll have to be a park run sandwich of some description. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time. I've thought better of it. I've got 1.3 miles to go to make the 18. Really don't fancy this at all, but let's get on some tarmac. Let's go for that mile. 1.3, let's go. Come on, let's get 18.